What up? What up? It's your boy Face, the love doctor, the love guru, with some more relationship advice for you lonely fools. Now today we got a special show, ladies' night. They got the love doctor on the couch. You know, Jasmine set me up. Freestyle. So tonight, why don't you introduce?
Hello everyone. So we have my best friend Danielle,
Oh,
and we
she
have
a bestie now.
Always and forever.
and we have my daughter Jamani. So we have like 3 different age groups. We have the almost 30, the almost 40, and the
Relax.
almost 50. And we got the love doctor right here.
Right.
Who's almost 30?
We have the love doctor right here. You know, he gonna give us some advice for us lonely fools, as he would say. So, you know, sit back, enjoy the show. We like to hear some feedback. Keep it respectful. It's all for entertainment. And enjoy.
This is learning purposes, okay? Teaching moments.
So, Mr. Love Doctor,
Right.
what made you, decide this profession and, start giving advice to all the lonely fools out there?
You know, really what did it was I used to see all the clips of it was like male bashing almost. But it was like a battle of the sexes, yeah, I should say. Man and women going at it like, to the point where it's like a lot of roles have been lost. Just certain things are just lost, and everybody's pointing finger. The men want to get the privilege of the woman, and the woman, they want to, it's just a lot of like confusion. So that's where the love doctor came on.
Okay, so I have one more question before we start, asking you questions. How many relationships have you fixed?
Fix? What do you mean? I give advice,
Okay, all right.
I give advice. That's
All right.
what I
Has
do.
any of your advice worked so far?
All the time, man.
All the time.
If you follow the advice, it's gonna work,
Okay.
Sometime, but
Okay.
it doesn't apply to
That's
everything.
disclaimer.
It doesn't apply to everything,
Okay.
and everyone.
So we're gonna start with Danielle, and you can feel free to.
I don't really want advice. Why niggas the way niggas are? Let me just explain.
Okay, yeah, explain that.
Can I just talk?
Yeah.
I'm sick. I'm sick of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to die with a black cat and just call it a day. Cause you tried. Let me tell you why I tried. I got married to the first bum, right?
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was a bum, but I loved him.
Right.
And I wasn't materialistic. I was willing to take care. I was willing to do more than a woman technically in society should, because I didn't look at him for what he could give me. Did me dirty. Super dirty. Okay, next bum. Loved him too. Still a bum. Still took care of him, did everything. Third one wasn't a bum, but still wanted to go play around and do, whatever he wants to do. Okay, cool. So now I'm on some savage shit. Like, let's just, whatever. So now I have this person. Somebody has a person. Not me.
Oh, too much of friends.
Somebody has a person, right? So, you know how guys are like, or people are like, oh, well, if he's doing this to you, you're allowing it. So if you allow it, you really can't say much about it, right? But when you do everything to get him out of your life, but he still finds ways to come and bother you, then what do? Example, you block somebody. You block them on everything. They pop up at your house. Now, y'all gonna blame the woman and say, oh, well, why did you open the door? But the real question is, why did he pop up at my house? Like, you see I blocked you. You see I'm trying to get you out of my life. You see I don't want anything to do with you. But you are constantly pursuing me. And women, we weak. Some of us. We emotional. We weak. And y'all know that. So why are y'all like that? If a woman shows you she don't want, and the most you could do is block somebody. That's the most you could do. Why do y'all have that toxic trait of still trying to pursue something that a woman is clearly telling you she doesn't want?
I think that you're saying that, but in some way or form, you know, him intruding on you is what?
I said enticing, like you like it a little bit.
No, I wouldn't say he like it. He can only do what you allow him to do, in other words, right? Because, you know, you gotta, if you feel so strongly about it, like if he comes to your house, you might call the cops. You know what I'm saying? To show him you're serious. You gotta sometimes show how serious you are. This is a serious situation.
Right.
I don't want to deal with you anymore. You do have feelings, so that's your
for
answer.
the person.
Right.
But I'm saying, so you have feelings for the person. Y'all know y'all can't. It's just not working. But the feelings is still there. You still love him.
Right.
He love you. The feelings. But somebody gotta be the one to be like, okay, I'm gonna
The
try.
strong one.
It's
The
not
strong
gonna be
one.
him.
So what do you want? Do you
Right.
want-
So then, if I block, I'm trying to do it. So I'm gonna block you on everything, every forum.
No, I understand that.
And then you can't stop somebody. I would never call the cops.
But listen,
Right.
I understand what you're saying, but when that happens, we do get like a little tingly inside and be like, oh, okay, he still care. A little, you know what I'm saying? And we fall victim to that again because of what you said. We weak, right?
But you got to be
So,
accountable. You're being
gotta
accountable
be
at the
strong.
same time because you know you're allowing this. So I don't even got to say it because everything
How
you
do
say.
you allow something? When someone
Because
come
you're
at
saying your
house,
emotions, right? Yes, they come show up at your house, but what you do after that? Like you say, you open the door, you entertain it, right? Because you can't control what someone do, but you can control what you do,
That's facts.
right? So you're gonna have to be that strong person, and then you're gonna have to do something dramatic or drastic to let him know this is serious. Where if he got a loved one, then you might have to be like, yo, I'm gonna call you shorty, right? But you're gonna cross the
there.
boundaries because you gotta draw a line somewhere in everything, in every relationship. It has to be a boundary, and once those boundaries are crossed, you know you have to stand firm in whatever decision you make, right?
Unfortunately, that's easier said.
It is
Done.
easier said than done,
Yeah, 'cause
right?
everybody has
But
feelings,
we
so-
do it though, right? And I'm not saying, you know, like, all right, if they come back, people can change, right? But you got to make sure they change. You got to hold them accountable to that. So if you allow them back, then you got to kind of like be firm on whatever it was that was the deal breaker, right? So you got to go ahead and establish some rules and be like, all right, this is what we working with. We still trying to move forward in this. Well, this is how it got to be. We can try it like that because at the end of the day, we playing with emotions. And it can grow more, it can grow stronger. You can't control emotion. You can control it, but they just arise. You know what I mean? So
I
that's
feel
just
like
what
she
it
set
is.
boundaries when she blocked him and everything.
Right, but
That's
that was
just
her
bad.
reacting. She was
That's
reacting.
her
out of
trying to
emotion.
heal from the toxic relationship that she was
Right,
in.
right, but still, you gotta
If I block you on everything and you show up to my house,
right,
I'm not gonna call the cops.
all right,
The
but
next
you
thing
don't
I'm
have to
gonna do
open the
is
door.
I'm
though.
not gonna let you in.
Right, you don't have to entertain him. He can show up at your door and scream all
But how
he
many
wants.
times is he gonna show up at my door before I have to put my foot down?
Well, you just
I put my foot down by not opening the door, blocking you on everything, and you're just driving me insane now.
Well, you got
My next step is either, or I'm calling cops.
right. So that's what it is. Is what it is, right? Because you gotta make.
But that's
a point.
harassment at this point.
But
Right.
that's not gonna happen if you still have feelings for him. You're not gonna call the cops because you don't want anything bad to happen. So,
And the thing is, when they
I
know you
understand-
still have feelings for them.
right, because they playing on us, that's why. They playing.
They can
know
only
that
do what they allow. Listen,
Right,
you know,
that's what I'm
men are the blade, but women are the handle that control the
You're
blade.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, that's what I'm saying. I understand where both of them coming from. Like you saying, you can call the cops to let them know that you're serious, but we're not gonna do that if we don't hate you.
And I'm just
You
using
know what
an
I'm saying?
extreme scenario, like yo, case, yo, I'm gonna call the cop. That's extreme. But you're sending a message
We gonna call our
to
friends.
let them know, yo, I'm serious. You feel what I'm saying? Call you something, you know, and then see how bad he really wants you, right? Because women have a lot of option, and sometimes I think they are too overwhelmed with the option that they get, that they overlook the person that is a better fit for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they already like distracted by this and that. They not having time to process. You know what I'm saying? So you make these decisions, but at the same time, women are experienced and seasoned enough to when they see red flags to be like, you feel what I'm saying? And then you can continue to follow down that path in hopes that things work out. You know what I mean? And that's cool, right? Because we all do that, but we got to be real with ourselves. We could play the game, but don't get lost in the sauce and shit. You know what I mean? But we dealing with emotions, so that's very delicate.
It's being a woman is it's really hard because, yeah, you can know something, you should stop doing something or something is wrong, but let me speak for myself. My emotions always get the best of me.
It happened to all of us. That's why it doesn't matter how smart you are, how disciplined, no matter what, you know, the most primitive things will get the best of you, which is our emotions. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what people say and they look from the outside and make comments. Because when they're in that situation, they react the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you say something as a woman, right? But at the end of the day, we're, and that's where a lot of the confusion come in. And like you said earlier, why I came with Love Doctor, because they going at each other. But at the end of the day, roles is a tribute to us. We didn't create this thing. We was born into this, male and woman, and the role of a man and the role of a woman, right? And then we become conditioned by whatever, religion, society, culture, all these things play an effect on us. You feel what I'm saying? And instead of, that's why males look at like women when they do certain things, they say, damn, I didn't expect that from you. They just like us. We the same. We're all people, right? We people at the end of the day, right? But we're told who we should be and who we shouldn't be, right? And we never really have time to nurture who we are. You feel what I'm saying? So we all reacting to the environment around us and to the things that was attributed to us. You feel what I'm saying? We play, you know what I mean? So we just caught up in a cycle. And a lot of times when it comes to male and woman, we look at things in a right or wrong or justified. It ain't really like that. It's just really, we gotta look into like, you know, how it got like that. Let's really analyze things, and not in the sense of, yo, you male right or woman is wrong, or should it be like that or shouldn't it be like this? You know what I'm saying? Because who made these rules and regulations? You feel what I'm saying? It was like the rules of a relationship. You know, women choose to be exclusive with her body because it's an expression of her like or love for this person, right? And that's what it is, right? But something has been embedded in them, like women don't do this and a woman don't do that, right? But there's a conflict because a woman ain't supposed to do this and a woman ain't supposed to do that, but a woman is supposed to do what it takes to keep her man, right? So it's like a conflict, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta wrestle with these things. You feel what I'm saying?
Jamani, you have anything right now?
No.
Well, I have a question. So I know sometimes you always say you gotta teach a man how to love you.
Yes.
So with me, I don't feel that I should have to teach somebody. Okay, so we all have our different love languages, which is, you know, but I don't feel like I have to teach you how to make me happy or to make me enjoy you or whatever it is. I don't feel that I should have to do that. I feel like that's the man's job
Right.
to.
So once again, right, these roles and these duties and these things are attributed to us, right? That's why you feel like that, right? But if you encounter into something new, it's like life, right? How do you know what's what if you don't experience it, right? That's why relationships got to go through their ups and downs and their process, right? Because how he know how to love you? Because he got a concept of what he's supposed to do as a man, right? And one cap don't fit all, right? And you have a concept of what he's supposed to do as a man, but does his concept in line with your concept? So you got to kind of show him how you want to be loved, right? So you see certain things going on and you allow it. That's why when it develops into things, you got to be accountable for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how do you teach somebody?
You teach him because when you gotta basically, cause male are like, we're taught to be a certain way, right? So, you know, to be more macho and everybody don't express themselves like that, right? Everybody don't know. You encounter something, you're dealing with all these emotions because it's new to you. So you kind of feel vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? Cause you don't know this. You're treading on new grounds. You feel what I'm saying? And in anything you do, it's like that. So you got to kind of like help that person along. You feel what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we role play. We go into relationship role playing. I'm the man, I do this, you the woman, you do that. But it doesn't work like that. That's why we don't get along and we don't really be compatible because we trying to like fit something that we really not, right? Because you might not want one dude. You feel what I'm saying? You might feel like you want one dude, right? Because the law of attraction is just natural. You see someone and you're attracted to them for no reason, right? But once again, your decision to be exclusive is a choice. You feel what I'm saying? Is
I
it a
feel
choice?
like for women.
For you, just speak for you, not all women.
No, I'm gonna talk for women because if we decide this is where the stereotypes happen, because a man could decide, yo, I want to be with her. Nobody bat an eye. A woman's on some, I don't want my nigga. I'm gonna fuck Tony, Robert, Henry. She a hoe. She this, she that.
Okay.
You can't express yourself. You can't say like, you know what, one guy is not for me.
Well, it's not just men, right? This is just humanity and society.
But
right?
men is not looked down upon. It's not frowned upon when a man is dealing with several women.
Because it's the
it's a
culture
sport.
of men, right?
Right, but for women, it's not. For women, we're looked down upon. If I'm like, yo, I got a nigga for every
By
day of the
who?
week.
By males.
By males.
But males
even
said-
some women.
Right.
Even some women.
Because, you know, once again, these roles and these things have been established before we got here. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
but you can't
But
do
one-
what everything. A
No,
woman can't
that's
do.
what they say, but at the end of the day, you're doing it, right? Look in today's time, right? In your days, you can do things that, you know, we just listen to the music.
I think some
Right? They
women-
busting it open, yo, they want to pound town.
Yeah, but
You
but
feel
then
me?
look how they
But
look
listen,
upon.
males are being
Look
taken
how they
care of.
look
The roles
upon.
have
But
been
some men
reversed.
like that.
Right? Are the roles not reversed?
What
We're living in a different
quality?
time. What you're saying is almost irrelevant
Quality.
somewhat.
No.
Because we're living in a time where all of that is not relevant anymore.
Said
right?
music, the music, those are young girls.
But
We
this is
talking
what
about-
they're doing.
but
This
we
is their
talking about-
time.
We're talking about.
You're talking about our time. It's a different time.
Well, hold on. I'm younger than y'all.
It's cool though, whatever though.
Wait, hold on.
Whatever.
But what I'm saying is, even if you're doing it, you don't want to publicly. This is fact. You don't want to publicly be like, yeah, I fuck with 4 niggas right
Some-
now. At the
some
same
Let me
time.
tell you something, right?
Some women,
It doesn't matter.
majority of the women that I know, they not on some. Yeah, I fuck with 4 niggas.
I
Like the
think-
guys though, they don't mind.
I think if a woman is fucking with 4 niggers, it's because she done got her heart broken. She just don't give a
Why
fuck.
she
no
just
more.
won? Why she just can't be like
I
that
just don't
then,
think
right?
that's what most
What?
women do.
Right. But once again, right, we was talking about these things, right? Males and women are brought up differently, right?
Right.
Males are brought up. If a male fall, get up, right?
Right.
A girl fall, treat a woman like this, right? These things are embedded in us, right? Male are taught to, yo, have sex. You feel what I'm saying? Just like, you know, you grow up, your brother having sex at 14 versus you having sex. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? These things are just established before us got there. So everyone got to be their own individual person, right? Because even in today's time when they're telling you could be who you want, you're still being judged and put on the standards. But this is just human nature. This is just, you know what I'm saying? This is just what it is, right? And it only matters to those who's talking about it at the moment, right? Because at the end of the day, we all do the same thing. Some might do it more freaking than others, but at the end of the day, we all do the same shit, right? We all
But
do the same thing.
I know a lot
It's
of men
nothing.
who prefer a female that's fucking with this nigga, that nigga, and that nigga. They don't care.
It might not matter, right?
Yeah,
I don't,
might just
I don't
look
know a
at
lot
it
of
and
niggas like
just
that. I don't know a lot of niggas like that. I like niggas, even like with niggas like with cheating. Like, you know how many times I've had this conversation with family, friends, with the whole double standard of cheating. Like a guy, if he cheats, he feels like his woman should be okay. But guys, I've heard from plenty of guys like, oh, if my woman cheat, like it's a wrap because she let a man into her. And that's different from me just sleeping around with other women.
So, you know, I'm sorry when you finish.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Right.
it's shit like that.
So,
And they're like, oh,
once
I
it's-
know if you let a man into you, that you really like this nigga. Like,
Right. So once
It's a double
again, right?
standard.
So once again, it's not a double standard. Once again, it's the culture of male and woman, right? I just told you how males, this is what they're taught, right? And women attribute certain things different, right? Once again, woman exclusivity. They weigh with the sex as exclusiveness. We're not here to justify or excuse these things. We're just here to like look at it deeper, right? I'm not justifying why a male cheat or, you know what I'm saying, or excuse him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just telling you these things are embedded in us, right? So a male, like I say, I like to say a male heart is more loyal, right? Because when he love a person, that's who they love, right? A woman expresses their love through being exclusive with their body. And males know this, right? This is why a male will fuck with many girls, but they will be with that one girl. And you can't get them from that one girl, no matter what you do, right? Because they're loyal to that. Their heart is loyal to that person. So we love differently, and that's why you have to teach them how to love you, right? I'm not excusing it or justifying it. It's just things are just, you know what I'm saying, we become conditioned over time.
But that's why relationships are the way they are, and why they won't. I don't want to say they won't work, but it's just like it's so hard to allow it to work because what you say, a man is loyal with his heart, a woman is loyal with her body. But then it's like you're going around in a circle.
Right. But once again, because you're still playing the rules and the games that they told you to, right? You still ain't cleanse your mind and figured out this is who I am, this is what I accept, this is what I'm looking for in a man, right? What I need versus what I want, right? And then being realistic with yourself and being realistic with life. And if you might fuck and come back or not, you gotta be realistic. Right? And I'm not telling you excuse it, but you got to do a lot of, it's always on what you want. Because at the end of the day, it's what you want and what you're going to accept and what you're going to allow. You know what I'm saying?
So like when you said women have options and we choose to stay where we want to stay or whatever, I forgot exactly what you said.
Yeah, so what I say by options, because, you know, woman, everybody want women, even other women. You see what I'm saying? Women are the shit, you know, you get a lot of attention, you know, male, you know what I'm saying? Everything, a lot of things revolve around y'all, whether y'all know it or not. You know, we're animalistics, we're animals, you know what I'm saying? Males just like, they just want to fuck, they don't know why. You know what I'm saying? We're animals, we don't know, you know,
But
women getting heat, whatever.
Okay, so I agree with that.
So,
we do have a lot of options and things like that, but we look for different things in people. So when you say, I've heard you say, oh, some women gonna die lonely.
Yeah, right, because like she said, she's ready to fold up with that black cat. First of all, right, and that's why I always like to say, you know, when a certain good man are rare out here, especially with time and how society's rebranding the male to kind of just like, you know, like the male culture that I grew up in being like certain duty fulfillment as a man. Like they cool with like letting the woman take care of them and certain things you mentioned. You know, even though that's embedded in me to the male culture, I'd rather that than the other culture. Or maybe I'm brainwashed too. You feel what I'm saying? But
You rather what?
I rather the role of a male of being that provider and protector, but more than just financially. You know, males attribute a lot. Women are naturally, you know, the nurturers, and they naturally they a lot of times they take care of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Women raise males.
All right, let me ask you from a male's perspective, right? You said you'd rather be the provider and nurturer, the provider.
Yeah, that's my role. That's my
okay.
role
So
as
let
a
me
man.
ask you. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm talking about from a male's point of view. If you are providing for the house, taking care of whatever, bills are paid and everything, do you feel, and you cheat, do you feel like you should get a pass? Do you feel like your woman should be understanding? Do you feel like...
I always feel like it's not what you do, but how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
if she found out,
Right, so she found out, you know, there's repercussion to everything, you know, and then, you know, if he's truly sorry or whatever, you know, because you don't want to hurt the person you love, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's on the individual. I can just tell you from my point of view or whatever it is, you know what I mean? But you can't make no one be what they're not, you feel what I'm saying? And just because
but all of y'all are not faithful?
Well, if you
I
gonna
don't
wait,
feel like
if you're gonna
the
wait,
question was answered.
if you gonna equivalent a man's
give him a
love.
pass.
No, that's on that person. I don't think what the individual.
No,
But
you're
I don't
fine.
think you
In
should
your
wait.
right. Do you think you should get a pass?
I'm gonna answer this question with this another one. I don't think a man's love should be weighed on if he fucked another woman. But I think a lot of times it's weighed like that. Like,
And
yo,
why not? Why don't you do
I mean,
that?
I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. That's what it is. He
So
might
you're
weigh
saying
your
you
love
fuck
for that.
another woman,
From a man's
But
point of view.
I'm just telling you from a man's point of view.
So you say from a man's point of view, if he fucked another woman, that doesn't mean he don't love you. That just means he fucked another woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's just the urge, just the lust, whatever. He
But
he
you
still
could've
has an
got that- you
option.
could've got
It's
that
a
same nut
choice.
from her.
It's still his choice. It's still his choice.
But you could have got the same nut
Yeah,
from
but
her.
he might be tired of that shit. So you know, he might be.
So
tired
why
of
not
So you should be
Anyways.
single.
Hey, you know, exclusivity.
See,
You gotta figure it out.
These are the responses.
You
that I
gotta
should
no.
give.
It's all
like,
you.
what?
It's what you choose to accept. I can't like tell you about my
But it's
standards.
not even
Everybody's gonna
accepting
do
it. It's like
the
this.
same thing.
Okay, I don't accept that from you. I'm gonna go to Harry. Harry gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go to Joe. Joe gonna do the same. It's
Listen,
like
you might find that monogamous men, right? But
They
are
don't
you?
exist.
But you might find them, right? But you might not be that woman for him. He might just now. You might just be like, you might be too loud. You might be too whatever. So you might find that man that's monogamous to you,
Wow.
but because that's what you're looking for. Most women, that's all they seem like they want, a faithful man, right?
No.
But that seems like it. I'm just
No.
telling you from the perspective.
A lot
That's
of
like
women-
the number thing. They just want, they weigh
I
everything
feel
on the
like
faith. They
I
weigh
just
everything
need
on sex.
A man that's gonna be honest, like just tell the truth.
Okay, so on
That's
that
good.
note,
That's
What
why
I
you
want
teach him how to
nowadays,
love you.
what I want
That's why you
nowadays
teach
is
him how to love
be
you.
real. Just
You got-
be real with
You
me.
gotta
Like,
teach him that, right?
If you just want to fuck, you just want to fuck.
Right,
If
you
you
gotta
want a
teach him that.
relationship, then you want a relationship. Speak up. Like there's no point
and
of just saying and doing things and you're gonna cheat anyway. Like don't tell me that you want me and only me and go out and have a
It's a pound
baby.
town.
Like I'm confused.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Right.
confused.
No,
Yeah,
I,
that's a shot.
I
I
really
need a
have a
shot.
question for
Yo,
y'all.
Messi, I need
no,
a shot.
that's true.
Right.
I
But
get a shot.
I have
Right
something
there.
to say
Nah, I
about
need
that
some
too
of that
because
right there.
a man can be honest with you.
And it's still
and
gonna
to-
hurt your feelings,
it's-
man.
It can make you feel away, but if you accepting it, then you're gonna accept it, and you're gonna, you know. But I have a problem with when somebody they honest with you, then when you ask a question, they don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm not
They
like,
50-50 on it.
yeah,
Now they
not,
plead
or,
the fifth?
or they plead, not
Or they
even
just-
plead the fifth. They just don't want to tell you. Like,
Yeah.
stop, don't ask me no question. They get mad at you, but I already
And
know what's going on.
defensive.
I want to know. Like,
Right.
tell me if I'm accepting it. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
when you start hiding stuff, that's when I start thinking, you know, it's a little, you know, all right,
more than what you
it's
say
more
it
than
is.
what it is.
And that's reasonable, right?
And-
That's within reason.
And a lot of these men, they want to have 3 and 4 women, but they not listen. If you want 3 and 4 women, whatever, yeah, that, and you with me, listen. I need my time. I need my attention. You gotta be.
You gotta
Everybody
be able
gotta.
to
I feel
even
like
it out.
everybody gotta.
All 5 of us should be on the same page.
Right.
What does it say? Satisfied for the weekend? Monday, Tuesday, what? Thank you.
Exactly, and I don't think
If I got
them
them on Tuesday and Wednesday, you better go find somebody else.
and
for
a lot of
Tuesday
men
and
Right.
think,
Wednesday.
But
Mind your
once
I
again-
don't really want the truth.
Mind your business.
But I just told you, you gotta teach them how to love you, right? Because they gotta learn these
No,
things.
but you
Oh,
tell them that.
No,
And it
be-
still don't work.
True, it might, right? Because at the end of the day, right, everyone is already conditioned on how it is. Just like you said, you scarred. You already assume this motherfucker gonna cheat on you already. So it already have you moving a certain way already. You feel what I'm saying?
All niggas
And
do
then
is
next thing you know, yeah. So
Nah,
you know, this is what it is. And you know what I always say, you know,
Even the
there's
past
gonna be
that
a
you
lot
love
of
is
lonely
like,
women out there, right? Because you're already
Just
overpowered.
No,
saying.
on some real
Wait,
shit,
wait,
I'd
but
rather
you know what?
just
No,
be
maybe not.
lonely
Maybe
than
not.
deal with
Because you know
bullshit.
what?
listen.
You know
My
what?
whole
Women
thing
get
is-
women on women, so y'all alright.
Right, that's
You
what I've
bitches
been
are crazy
saying.
too.
That
Yeah,
we
yeah.
always gonna be alright
You be alright.
because those people that we brushing off, they still gonna be around. So if we get, you know, we might be settling.
You name woman, man.
Or
You
what?
got a box, man. You gonna always be wanted, man.
And that's what I'm saying.
Right,
we always
man.
gonna
You
be
gonna
wanted.
always be a
We
woman.
always gonna
But
be
it's not
wanted.
Hey,
even
you a
about
woman?
that. It's
We-
not
we
even
wanna be
about
wanted.
that.
Got it,
We-
man. You a
Right,
woman.
and that's settling because you're gonna always be wanted, but you're not wanted by that person that you want to want you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like, all right, well, fuck him after a while. I'm gonna go over here
Mm-hmm.
because he been in my inbox for the last 3 years or whatever.
And you're not
and
satisfied
know what,
with
don't
that because you don't really
satisfied.
like them.
But you know what?
Exactly.
And another reason why the love doctor exists, right? Because when you listen to women, right, they don't realize it seems like relationship revolve all around what they want, how they feel, and what it is. Now I ain't off that male sensitive shit, but I'm just speaking like, yo, listen. Just like listen to the things that I say.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
that's
saying?
true because if
And
you're
it's
in,
still to be catered to that, right? And a lot of
yeah,
times,
because men ain't trying to.
once again, the culture of male and woman, we're not off all of that shit.
But
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying.
But we do that for y'all.
Okay,
As
that's
an
what I'm
So
expression.
saying.
what do y'all need?
That's what, and
We
that's
just
what
need
I'm
some
saying.
pussy and food.
And that's it.
Pussy and food,
That's
be
it.
good.
And then y'all get pussy and food and still want them.
But we still like the one we like, right?
But
I
y'all
don't know, I'm
still
just
want
bullshit. I'm
them.
kind of sick.
It's like you cater to someone, you do everything
No,
for
I'm getting out of
someone,
character
and then
right now. Excuse
No,
me.
get out of character.
You
Let me
want
get it
it.
like-
It's like, all right, I'm gonna give you pussy and food. You still gonna want it. So like, what's the, like? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it.
You
a
ain't
buck
his
with you.
loyalty of who he fuck once again.
Listen, I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm just telling you.
No, I know. That
You don't want
wasn't
to
to
hear
you.
what?
It's the loyalty of who he fuck and like he's loyal to you, but he's like.
I'm
I
not
don't-
justifying this.
No,
I'm
I know
showing
you just
how
saying
you
how
weighing
men
it.
are. No, I understand.
You weighing it like that.
But what I'm saying is, I'm talking for. This is about me. I had 3 serious relationships. 2 of them wasn't shit, and it's like after a while you start to like lose hope in the male species. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, you'll have a woman who feels like, I'm going to take care of this man. I'm going to give him pussy. I'm going to give him food. I'm going to rub his back. I'm going to give him massages. I'm going to go half on the bills. A lot of these bitches out here ain't trying to go half on nothing.
Right.
And you still
Right.
can't respect that woman enough to not cheat on her. The one thing she asked you, the one thing that would make her feel good in this relationship is for you to just be faithful, and you still can't do that. Where does it leave a woman? Because at this point,
And
I'm
that's why
future.
women be-
At this point,
they
I'm
be
fucking
bitter and
future.
angry.
I don't give a fuck. I could talk to a nigga on Monday and forget he exists on Tuesday, and I was never like that. I was very like, oh, I met Sim. I like Sim. I'm on Sim body. Like, I'm call you. Like, I like you. Now I met Sim. I talked to Sim on Monday. I forget Sim on Tuesday. Sim texts me next Monday like, damn shorty, what's up?
Nah,
Oh,
Sim
my
love
bad.
that shit. Forget
Well, not
me. Hey, I
I'm
love
saying,
it.
Some people like
I
that.
still love it.
Some people
I'm
Forget
not
about that,
serious
yeah.
though. Like,
Yeah.
I want some, like, if I talk to the nigga, I talk to him. If I don't talk to the nigga, I don't talk to him. And I was never like that. And I feel like my heart is ice. You niggas is not breaking through this shit. They just not. And I kind of hate that for myself.
But once again, right, if we start going to the root of all these relationships you got into, right, and the things that went along with them, you know, a lot of these things can be answered along the way, you know, so you're gonna get another start over again. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen, yo. It's gonna happen. You're
And
gonna
she gonna
find
do the same
someone you
thing
like.
and
You're
forget
gonna
about
find
it the
someone
next
you
day.
like. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bust it open.
Sim,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you. Like
Whatever.
on some real
Whatever.
shit. Like, I think I have
You
this
speaking
wall
out
up.
emotions right now.
No, but I'm saying I have a wall up. So like,
cool.
even if I see somebody that I'm attracted to, I don't give a nigga a chance. Cause it's like, in my brain, I'm like, what's the point?
Right.
I don't have time for this. I'd rather go to work
You know.
than fuck on a nigga. And
You
that's
know-
sad.
You know what they tell you? The
She
greatest
doesn't have
power is
faith in
love,
her.
right?
Hmm?
It's love. It's gonna happen. You don't even know it.
Yeah,
Right? But you know, for
agree with
you, the biggest deal breaker for you, as I'm listening to you, is you just want a faithful man, right? And
And
like I
no
tell you,
bonds.
but I'm telling you, this man exists, and this goes back to her question earlier about these attention you get because you're a woman, right? And I'm sure a lot of guys try to talk to you, but the guys who you give an opportunity to you are maybe not the right fit. But this bald head, ugly, fat boy over here could be that dude that would never fuck on you. But do you want that bald head, fat motherfucker?
But see, that's the
I'm
problem.
asking you.
That's the problem.
Right?
Because the first thing you see when you see somebody is a physical attraction.
Not
So-
all the time, but you gotta get to know him. You gotta
No,
give
no,
him
no,
a
no, no.
chance.
I
You
said
gotta
no,
give him
no,
a
no,
chance,
no.
though.
The first thing you see when you meet somebody is physical. There's no that's a fact.
That's not all the time. That's for a majority. I will agree with
Who
you.
you meet that you don't see physically?
A
I know a
majority.
lot of men that be like, her
Listen
face
to me.
ain't pleasing to the
Majority.
eye.
No, no,
I
no,
agree
no,
with
no,
you.
I'm
A
saying,
majority. It
I'm
doesn't
saying
work all
the
the
first
time.
thing. I'm not saying you like the physical, but that's the first thing you see. You don't know what that person is or who
Yeah,
that
I
person is
understand what you're saying.
because you only see their physical. Then you have to talk to them to see how their personality is. So I am not attracted to the fat bald nigga. That's just not me. So,
But that could
and
be the
then-
guy of your dreams.
But I have to be able to want to fuck him.
Let me tell
I'm
you
not
something.
gonna want to fuck the fat bald nigga.
Let me tell you
well,
something.
bald
You
is
know-
alright, but
let me
the
tell you
fat nigga,
something.
I'm the fat bitch in the. I'm the fat one in the relationship.
You most males don't worry about other males in the streets fucking their girl. It's the male that they work with and the people that get familiar and acquaintance with them
Right,
that they worry about. That's why males are so big on other. You got a male friend?
right,
It's just a matter of time then. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how they feel.
right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's just a natural.
But you
law.
telling me, basically, you gotta go for somebody you're not attracted to
But you're looking
in order
for,
to get
once again,
faithfulness.
No,
That's crazy.
No, that's not crazy.
He still
right?
gonna do you
Once
wrong.
again, you gotta assess yourself. No, you're not gonna do you wrong. You're not listening. That's once again, right? Because she's basing these things off this and that, right? But what you need is a man that's faithful, not a man that look good, right? But once again, you're in the blockage of that, right? Because you can't see past his looks. And you keep
I
putting
agree
yourself
with that, 'cause
into
I
these
say that all the
relationships
time.
and these situations because you got the guy over here that will be faithful to you, but you won't give him a chance.
Because I'm
you
not stimulated by him.
Right, but you won't even give him a chance though.
Because I'm not
You
stimulated
don't know
by
because
him.
you haven't given him that chance.
Okay, what woman part do you that is for you?
Yeah.
Ass? No. Ass.
You know, I
to
like
me.
fat asses.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Fat
saying?
asses. So this girl
Yeah.
got nothing. She got the Miley Cyrus. She got nothing. She got nothing.
You talking to the wrong person.
So you still gonna try to give her a
I'm going.
chance?
You talking to the wrong
But you
person.
spitting on me.
Sorry.
You still gonna give her a chance?
Listen. A what?
You still gonna give her a chance? Off rip? Like all you see is she's a Miley Cyrus ass. You gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna still give her my number and try.
Jasmine.
I would do.
Jasmine. She talking to the wrong person.
I'm asking. I don't know.
She
I don't know.
I'm a body man, yo.
She's not
I don't
talking
even
to
care
Sam,
what the
she's talking
face
to the
look
love
like.
doctor.
Okay, so I'm saying she has no body.
Right.
You gonna give her the time of day
Yo.
because that's what you like, and she has none of it.
You know what?
Are you gonna give her the time
Yes,
of day?
because you're right. Because I'm a different person. I like when I talk to people and the spirits inside. I'm just different. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't look at our relationship as a sexual relationship, and that's why friendship grow into sexual relationship, right? Because they get to know each other, right? And that's why I told you the physical is a big part, but a lot of relationship that sustains are people that be around each other and really got to know each other and really fell in love with each other, not with each other's looks, just because of personality. But you
But
can't
I agree
see
with that. 'Cause
past
I tell you
that.
that all the time.
You gotta
I
see
understand.
past that.
I understand, Jasmine. I know. With you.
Like, so you're your own wall. These walls you put up are
I'm
blocking
sorry,
yourself.
Sam.
You're
I
blocking
understand what
yourself.
you're saying, but I have to be physically some way. And I'm not saying the niggas I mess with is fucking
Sex
gorgeous.
is mental,
It's
right?
fuck sex. I have to be able to look at you and be like,
Listen, that man would
I'm
turn you
attracted
on
to you.
because you got to know him, and then you realize you might be too attracted to his faithfulness to you, to how he love you. A woman, like if a man, like sometimes somebody show you so much love and attention, and you just receive them, and eventually you love them, right? It's like in those movies they used to kidnap, and you will grow, you will learn to love me after time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's that
Yeah,
called?
baby, that's just what they used to do back then. You know what I'm saying?
okay, perfect example. I met this guy online, right?
Right.
We clicked. We talked
Exactly.
for like 3 weeks.
Right.
We clicked.
Right.
We met up. I couldn't do it.
Why? Because he had on jean shorts.
Why you couldn't do it though? What's the reason?
Right.
What's the reason?
Please let me know, because I'm not that
What
person. Like,
part
I will
you
Let
love
me
you
tell you.
and
Let me tell
everything.
you. Like,
If you chew wrong or you do something wrong or something looks wrong, I will literally stop talking to you.
yeah, like
Like you could, we
But that
could
could
go
have been the
out.
man of your dreams.
I
though.
don't care.
Right,
You
that's
was
good,
chewing
though.
your food
Well,
wrong.
hey.
So that's
So you
right
see these
there,
women
that's
don't know what they
done.
want.
no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
No,
Are you listening? I'm glad we recorded this shit.
Listen.
No,
Hey,
I'm
listen
gonna
to
tell
that,
you,
man.
I was talking to the dude for like 3 weeks, and
Oh.
I'm telling you on the phone, like it was great.
It was great.
Then we
And
met
you
up.
ain't even give him none. You didn't even bust it.
I cut the date short.
You didn't even bust it.
What you about to do?
Nothing.
Oh, I cut the date short because physically,
You wasn't attracted. Man,
it was like he had on like these.
you
It
should.
sounds so
Danny could have
shallow.
been
I need to hear it though.
And
Okay, he had on these like these white sneakers, but they like wasn't even white ups. I don't even know what them shits was, and they was a little dirty. And then he had on like these flared pants a little bit, and like he just looked like a dweeb. And it was just like I tried. God, I tried. Like
You didn't try enough.
I promised that whole day.
Yo.
That
She
whole
tried, but she
day.
called
You
me
get her the
about
black
That
cat.
whole day I tried, and
Get her the
I
black cat.
I did try, but it was like
You gonna
I
get your
have
black
to be
cat for your birthday.
stimulated. I have to be stimulated physically. That's part of being a human. You have
No.
to be
Mentally.
Yo, these
You know which woman you be.
Both.
Let me tell you, right? They say the size of the boat, right? They say like some women they're so in love with the males, right? That sexually them knowing that they're pleasing them, please them, right? It's a mental stimulation. That's what I'm telling you. If you give the right man a chance, and then they show you certain aspect of them, you fall in love with that over the physical.
I
You
tried
feel what
that.
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying.
You don't know you tried because I'm listening to you, right? You shallow right
I
now.
didn't agree with that.
You sound mad
situation.
shallow right now.
I didn't agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? You might just.
I tried to help him
Fingernails
out.
was dirty.
I mean,
It was
See,
a lot.
I would
know
have been
what?
like, no. Like, I would have been like, so I'm gonna
Sam,
go.
because you talking
And
like
we're
you
never
don't
gonna
just
see
date
again.
or whatever you do with people that you're physically attracted to. Don't tell me like,
I'm
oh
a male,
no,
right?
I'm gonna see.
I'm a male,
Don't do
right?
that male
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
No, you doing
You got
the
a
male
box?
shit. You doing
Hold on,
the
you got
male
a box? Nah, let me stop.
all right.
I'm
So what
just
if, what if everything is
As long
good
as you
with
got
her?
a box, we good.
No, what if
No.
everything is good with her? Everything is good with her, and you about to get the box, and that shit don't smell too good.
No, it's not going down then. Fuck.
And
Why?
then you gonna
She's a
give
good
her the
person.
right? Or you gonna give her another chance?
She's a good
No,
person.
no.
So it's the
Me
same
personally,
shit.
I'm gonna let her know.
No.
Me personally, I'm gonna let her know her box don't smell right. Smell
Nah,
like,
I agree.
I'm gonna
with-
tell you.
I agree
I'm gonna
with
be
that
a good
part,
friend,
right?
and I'm gonna be like, baby girl, you need some fucking
And then you
help.
ain't gonna go back, right?
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay.
Right? And
Or
maybe
look,
not.
what you said,
Because
maybe.
that's a suspect, right? You feel what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean,
Because if your hygiene
so
ain't
it's
good,
the same
I don't
thing,
mind
kinda.
thinking I want to get mixed up with you.
His hygiene
That was the
wasn't
hygiene.
good. Oh, and I ain't tell
You
you
gonna go
about his
outside
teeth.
with your sneakers dirty?
His teeth was jacked up. It was a lot. It was a lot. So it don't matter. Like, yes, over the phone and
Yo, he
talking
could
for
have
3 weeks.
stimulated your clip with
He
that.
wasn't
very
stimulated.
well.
He could have gave
What?
me fucking gingivitis on my fucking clit with them teeth. No,
Now,
it wasn't happening.
I understand.
It wasn't
that part.
happening. I have to be. I'm
Yeah, the
cool with
show
you,
was all
but
messed up.
maybe I'm like.
The show was.
Right, 'cause
I'm
you
not-
came about it.
Listen,
yeah,
I'm not
yo,
even like
we
older.
gonna
Like
cut
I'm
this
old, but I'm not that old. Like I can still, I still pull niggas. Like I'm not just gonna be like what the gingivitis dude because he's nice on the phone for 3 weeks and I have no.
I'm gonna ask you a
fucking-
question, right? You had options while you was talking to the gingivitis guy, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's why you
But
couldn't
but I
focus on
tried to do what you say. Like
You
the
did
ginger-
try. You didn't
Yeah,
try hard.
it was 3 weeks.
Listen,
He was mentally stimulating me.
But that was before you seen him.
Well, first of all, he
you were
catfishing.
stimulated before you saw him?
He said he
Ah.
had no, he had
He had you
he
wet.
Had
He had you wet over the phone
No,
before
he
you saw
didn't.
him.
But he had good conversation.
No.
He
Keep
didn't have
it
me
real.
wet.
We
no,
keeping it real.
No, I'm telling you, he did not have me wet.
3
like,
weeks. You was ready to give it to him if he looked
No,
good and dressed well.
no.
You wasn't gonna
I
give it to
wasn't
him?
gonna give him none.
You
But-
just wanted to see him?
Yeah, it's the first time meeting. I'm
Nah,
not
man,
gonna
come
fuck
on. You not busting it open on the first date?
Not at Grand Central, no.
You was
I
wasting
wasn't.
his time.
What the
Fuck
fuck?
out of here.
How was I
You
wasting?
think-
Look at this
You
man
wasting his
mentality.
time right now.
Red Central, that might
Right,
have
I'm
been
giving you the
interesting.
male
Yeah,
aspect right now. I'm giving you the male.
I understand, and that's why I'm a nigga in a fucking skirt. Cause like,
It's cool. You
fuck
want to
these
be like a
niggas.
man.
I don't want to be like a man. Y'all turn me into a
Nah,
man.
we all the
have no
same.
options.
We the
Y'all
same.
turn me
choices.
into a man.
Right.
I used to be the girl that's calling you, hey babe, how you doing? Now, if you don't call me,
You don't got
call.
a dick though.
It don't matter. I got what's most important.
You got that.
Okay.
You got
It
Yeah,
don't
they
matter.
both kind of important, honestly.
I mean, the dildos
Not really,
now are fleshy.
but it doesn't work
What you
like
said?
that.
The
It's not the
dildos
same.
now are
The
fleshy.
dildo's not the same.
And my rose is on my nightstand. I don't even put it away no more.
It doesn't matter. It's not the same.
57
It's not the
seconds.
same.
Nothing feel like the real thing.
57
It doesn't matter. It
seconds.
doesn't matter.
And sometimes that's too soon.
In and out.
That's too soon.
It doesn't- It's not the
Nigga,
real
when you
thing.
try to go
You
to
don't.
sleep.
You don't be. You.
That's for niggas in jail.
Good
That
night.
shit not
Put
the
that
real
shit-
thing, man.
Listen, I could do a bit if it's talking about sex.
Listen,
If
we
talking
gonna get you a
about
black
sex,
cat, cause it's over.
Give
for
me
you.
two. If we talking about sex,
It's over for you.
if we talking about sex, I'm good. I'm
You're a
good.
woman.
I'm saying
woman.
I don't need that. I don't need to have sex. But like
You
I
gonna
would
You
rather.
gonna crave it with a man, though.
Let me tell you something. I'd rather cuddle in bed with somebody with no sex than fuck. I'd rather.
That's what
be
you
like
say,
that.
right?
sometimes.
Because you
I'm
can get a man
serious.
that's faithful, cause his dick won't get hard. So he gonna be faithful, and you can cuddle all fucking
Well, I don't
day.
want him if his
You hear
dick
me?
don't get hard.
Well,
Tonight,
so make
tonight.
your mind up. What do you want? A hard
But
dick, but
no,
he's
the
not
point is-
faithful? Or you want a
No.
soft, cuddly dick?
I want everything. I want a soft cuddly dick. I want to cuddle, and then when I want dick, if I'm cuddling with you, your dick should get hard. If I'm cuddling with you, your dick should get hard, and that's it.
You gotta figure out what you want. You know
That's what
the
I want.
hard
So
dick-
I gotta get one or the other.
You
I gotta
prefer-
be with the fat bald nigga
Listen.
that dick don't get hard, or I gotta be with the cute nigga that's gonna cheat. But
Which
get
one do
dick.
you want? The faithfulness or the hard dick?
So you saying there's not
It's
one
either-
package?
you gotta figure out what's important to
There's
you.
not one
All right,
package.
for her, she want faithfulness. What do you want? Let's talk.
I
to
got
you.
a real
What do
wait a
you
minute.
want
I
in a
got a
man?
question. I got a question. What I forgot what they're called. Are they called intersex? I think it's called intersex. Would you date a female that's intersex?
What is that? What is that?
What's that?
That's- What do you mean? I can't
I
answer
know
that.
Like trans?
What do you
No,
mean?
she has both parts.
No,
Well, that's a
She's
hermaphrodite.
not-
That's a hermaphrodite.
only
I
they're
like
100% woman.
That's a hermaphrodite.
Why? If she
But
was
she was
born
born
that
that
way,
way.
she can have a baby.
I'm not sure.
No, she have a baby.
No.
No.
I'm
So
not
if she
sure.
can have a baby, but she got a
But
little
she's
strong.
faithful.
Well,
No.
hey,
Some
I'm not.
women-
You
some
said
women
me.
have- some women
No,
have big
only
clits.
100% woman, right? That's
She was
it.
born that way.
Hey, I didn't say that. I'm just telling you what I like.
The same thing what she like.
You might like that. You know, you
But
like.
get to know her. She could be a good person.
Right,
She could be the
but
woman
first
of your
off,
dreams.
no, but she's not 100% woman.
She is. She
She
just
is.
has extra
No,
genitalia.
hey.
On her birth certificate, it says female.
Is the ass fat?
That's the real question, right?
Let me
Yeah.
stop.
Listen. I don't
Yo,
know,
we
was
all
supposed to
like
find-
that.
This is why I don't fuck with
This
niggas. This is why I don't fuck with
Now y'all
niggas.
messed up the show.
This
It's
is why I don't
girls
fuck with
night
niggas.
now.
This is
I
why I
don't know if you
don't.
thought you was going with this show, but.
This is why I fuck with niggas.
Yeah, we
you
posted
was,
it.
You was talking to Jamani. Let's hear.
Jawani, let's
Kinda
go.
quiet.
Because she want a faithful man, right?
And not no
And-
bums.
Right. But the main thing you want is a faithful man.
And no bums.
Did we identify that? You
Yeah.
said she want a man that's faithful.
And no bums.
So it shouldn't
A
matter what he
faithful
looks
man
like.
with a job. That's what she wants.
Yeah, no
And
bums.
he got a job, right? But his dick won't get hard.
Not Chick-fil-A.
And you can
like-
cuddle with him all night.
Jumani.
Jamani, what do you
What do
want?
I want? Alright, so I've been
Respectfully, your mother
in
is
probably
here.
2 relationships that I count as real besides females. I feel like relationships with me are done. Like, I don't want a relationship. I want you to be real, like, be honest. So if I'm the type of person right now, I will go on a date from Sunday for a brunch to Saturday at a party. As long as we're together having fun, I'm okay with that. But I feel like if you're gonna go out and do what you do, don't bring nothing back to me. I don't want no issues, no drama. I don't like drama, so don't even go there.
So basically, you open with somebody having somebody else, and
Yeah, as long as you keep it real, 100%. Like I said, if I got you on Tuesday and Wednesday, whoever you had on those other days, I don't care about.
And
I want you to be completely honest. Let them know, like, oh, I'm busy. Cut it out. If you want to get in contact with him, call my phone.
And to tell the
That's
truth,
that.
you can find one of those faster than she will find a faithful man.
In this
right?
generation,
No, you
you're
can
gonna find
find
it
that.
anywhere.
No, you can find that, right? But what you're not factoring and calculating is when you do find that, and then your feelings might grow for that individual.
okay, so
And
she
then-
keeps
and
saying,
then
when
sir-
I
no,
smoke
fuck
this
what he
blunt,
said.
I'm gonna forget you.
That's what you say.
Like she said, I'm gonna talk to you on Monday and forget about you on Tuesday.
Right, but we talking about
I've been
feelings
through a
that happen
lot.
around.
No, I've been through a lot of heartbreaks.
Right.
Like, and I've been to the point where it's like, I
Guess
have
what?
a wall up.
You gonna meet another
But
one.
I'm gonna have feelings. Your
You gonna
feelings is
meet
never
another
gonna go away.
Right, you gonna meet another
but
one.
that's
But am I gonna trust you automatically?
I mean,
no
that's
matter
what you
how my
say.
feelings is.
Some
You can
people
tell me
are
that you
actually
down
do.
for me. I can see how faithful you
even
are.
had a baby, had
but
kids, met your
I'm
husband.
still gonna be, huh?
Right.
Husband?
We don't know yet. We gonna see
Not
what
getting
life got in
married.
store for you.
I've been like that since I don't want to get
We
married.
don't know yet. We
some
don't know.
people
And
have
I always
older
say that
relationships,
because you
so they're
don't,
okay with
you
that.
get a ring and you're still gonna do the same thing.
Period.
I'm okay with
So
it.
basically,
Like,
you're just accepting it, like you said. You
Period.
accept
and
it.
she's not saying I'm accepting the
She's
fact
letting
that
you know what's important
either
to her,
or
right?
you're gonna have a boyfriend, a husband, you're gonna get your heart broke, regardless of the situation. You could be in a relationship or be married for 15 years, and what
Every
happened
relationship
at
goes
the
through
15
issues.
years? Like y'all don't love each other no more. Like your love is gonna fade away. I'm okay.
This
No,
is
right,
facts.
once
Like
again-
it's gonna go on. Some people been married for ages. They done been cheated on and still found a way to get back together. Right place, wrong time. Like it's gonna happen regardless. I'm okay. I've been getting my
Married
heart
men are the
broken.
worst.
I
Married men are the
don't
worst.
care
You know what I mean?
for
Married
a
men
marriage
talk
or
to me.
love.
But you see,
Married
As
men
long
are
as
the
I
worst.
love myself,
Niggas
I know
are
I'm
the
gonna get
worst.
there. I'm gonna be happy
You're
regardless.
spot
As
on.
long as I love
And this is
myself.
what I was saying
If you have a
earlier.
relationship with God and you love yourself, you're always gonna be okay.
But this is what I was saying earlier. Why women, if they having 3 and 4 guys or allowing certain situations is because they didn't been hurt and they just like fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You know
So-
why I think the way I think? One, my father broke my heart first. I don't have daddy issues. I'm just saying he broke my heart first. But at the end of the day, that's like my best friend if you ask me. Been through ups and downs. I didn't watch my brothers go ahead and do all their girlfriends dirty. I learned from young, in all honesty. My first and last heartbreak was my brother's friend. And he knew he had a girlfriend for 3 years and didn't tell me. He told me it was none of his business and it was all on me. So right then and there, I knew automatically, I don't trust my brother. Why would I trust a nigga? I don't trust my dad. Why would I trust a nigga? If my dad is calling my phone 24/7 to help him get a girl out his house because he got drunk and cheated or did whatever, why would I go out and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be and go get a nigga?
Right.
No way. You won't make me look stupid because I have a problem. I feel like if you hurt my feelings to a certain point, I'm gonna go to jail. And I'm speaking on that because I know my anger. Like, I could cry all I want. Most of the time, I'm crying because I let my guard down and I'm angry. So my tears is building and I'm getting angrier and angrier.
But you see,
In order for me to pass that, I have to lock myself in a room and just think, like,
So you're not.
why
trying
did
to
I
go
let
through
this
that no more.
happen? Like, why am I going there?
So
And
you're
I
not
think
trying to
about
go
it.
through that no more, basically.
No, it's to the point to where right now I was getting my heart broken. I don't cry.
Bessie, you never
Why?
get another
Because
shot.
I don't have feelings. Like, my feelings is
Yeah, one
completely
more shot.
gone for relationships. Like, I have no faith in relationships whatsoever.
And
Relationship,
she's
marriage.
in her 20s and she felt that.
Right,
way.
but
So-
once again,
None
it
of
doesn't
that.
matter, right? It doesn't matter, right? Because once
Why
again,
doesn't it matter?
No, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying your emotions and your feeling doesn't matter. What I'm saying is because you're in your 20s versus her in the 50s
I ain't
versus
there
her in
yet.
the 30s. I know, right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The influence of, you know, religion, culture, and society and all these roles, it still plays a part on us, right? That we still can't break free, right? Now, once again, the culture, the males and the women, because even in today's society, where everything has been reversed to where the woman can do all the things that you mentioned earlier that they couldn't did, and you know the larger part of society has come to accept these things, you know. But women still feel how they feel, like you mentioned about relationships and males and all these things. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Okay, so I have a question. Have everybody in here watched Acrimony?
what does that got to? What is acrimony?
Acrimony is the movie with Taraji and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a movie. She literally catered to this man for years until he was brought up, but he cheated throughout the whole thing, took money from her or whatever. I just want to know, was she wrong? Was she right for what she did, or was he wrong? Like, I need to know. But if you didn't see the movie, it doesn't, like, you wouldn't understand.
Right, but I guess you know you explain the scenario. Whether she right or wrong, it's on her because you know it's still on whatever the reasons for her doing what she wanted to do. You know, some people feel like a certain action justify or balance out whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But once again, we just all reacting to the cards that are dealt to us. You know,
So what's the difference from a female's heartbreak from a male's heartbreak?
it's all the same because they feel the same emotions, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's what you don't think, but they all feel the same thing because we're the same people, right? We're all humans at the end of the day, and we all share the same emotions. You know, we just express them differently, right? And then y'all experience some life. So as you experience life, and if you make it through, if you endure a relationship, endure certain things, you know, they become strong and fortified. You know what I mean? Some people got to go through certain things, and because this is life. You live in life and you don't know, and you gotta go through things. You know, some people gotta learn that. You know, these males that you left and you said you was the best thing. They learned that. I'm sure they learned that. The
But
male.
I feel like you making excuses. I feel like
No.
no. When you say no. When he says, when you say, you know, the roles, and you know, that's
Once
how
again, I experienced it's not about excuses justified. We're looking at things for what they really
But
are.
what I'm saying
Because
is
these
you're not
things
looking
influenced
at,
us.
But you're not looking at the person, the characteristic of the person, the morals of the man. Because if you're just a good person, just fuck male and female. If you're just a good person and you know right from wrong, and you know fuck what society
You
says.
can't hold on to one accountable for that because we all do the same shit, make
Right,
the
but
same
what I'm
mistakes.
saying is you want to
ain't
be a
everything on the
good
fuck.
person.
That
I
doesn't
wanna be
mean
a
if
good
they fuck, they're
person.
not a good person.
Yes, it does. If you have a
That's how
relationship,
you
you're in a
wait, right?
relationship, you're a bad person.
Some people, I mean, I can feel if you steal, you fought, you're a bad person,
Right.
right? But
If
this is what
you're
I'm
in a
saying. You're not
relationship-
being realistic, right?
I
now.
am, because you know what? This is what the males say. But if you want to be out here fucking on everything, don't be in a relationship. It's that simple. Be single.
No, you're right. Right.
Right. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. So be single. If you want to fuck everybody, you have all rights to. It's your dick, and there's a lot of box out here. Don't be in a relationship. That's where y'all fuck up, because y'all want to fuck everything, but y'all want to be in a relationship. There's
I
no
don't
such
think
thing-
males want to be in a relationship. They might like individuals,
What do you
right?
think, force
I'm
them
just
to
telling you. No, I'm telling you. This goes once back again to the role play. Males do things because they like women, right? Males do these things for the women they
Male
like.
do things because
Male-
they know they could.
Not all, right? Just They're gonna do whatever they allow, right? Once again, right? It's on the
So,
individual.
Sim,
You want more?
for 100%, there are males out here that want to be in relationships. There are males out here who want to.
I can't speak for every man.
No,
I'm
but
just
there
talking
are
from-
males out here
right.
that want to be with one person,
Right,
fuck other women, and then get mad when they find out that their girl is fucking somebody.
right.
This
Because
is
once,
the corrupt mind
no, this
of
is
the male
because we
species.
are brought differently.
But that's why I feel
But
like
even-
it's the excuses.
That's what you
I
would
don't,
say. I'm
I
not
don't think if a
excusing it.
male
I'm not
has sex with
excusing
another
it.
female, I don't think that makes him a bad person.
Right.
If he's in
I
a
don't think-
relationship,
Yeah, I don't think that makes him a
Yeah,
bad
if you
person.
throw everything on a man, fucking well, you know that's what it is, right? That's how you
all I'm saying is be single.
But you
Be
know,
single.
no, you're not being real because you say you want a faithful man. That's you still dreaming on faithful, but then you still want a handsome nigga, right? But it
So
doesn't-
handsome niggas
no,
can't be
no,
faithful.
it don't make we gonna be real, right? This is the issue. Your number one issue is faithfulness. You can find a faithful man, right? But will you give that faithful man a shot? If not, you shouldn't be talking and throwing all that stuff because you can get a faithful man. You need to identify what you want and zero in on that. But you focusing on the wrong thing, so you're gonna continue being in the wrong relationships and getting the same results.
I disagree because
I
I'm
agree
sure.
with that.
Alright.
Well,
I
you know
disagree.
me.
It's
Well,
cool.
Yeah, I know you, and she's my role model for. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you telling me that to settle with someone that I don't really like physically because I want
You're not
another
giving them a
partner. That's
chance,
what you
though.
telling me.
And
Am
you
I
speaking
wrong?
hypothetically.
You telling me to
You're-
settle with this
no,
nigga
I'm
I
telling you
don't
that.
like.
You're not even giving the conversation a chance before you could even give the male a chance. We speaking hypothetically, and you still won't give the idea a chance. So how you gonna give
I
the man a
tried.
chance? That's what
With
you
the
think.
nigga at Grand
You haven't.
Central.
Never you think you tried. You ain't trying.
I've seen her try
Thank
throughout
you.
the years.
Try. How?
I've seen her
How?
try throughout the years
How?
because it was at one time she wasn't
Because
talking to
a man
nobody
is-
that wasn't
is- it doesn't matter,
6'1",
right?
6'2", or whatever. And I had to talk to her like, listen, he's like 5'7".
Let me tell you something, right?
Give him
You
what-
know when a
what you
male,
is.
as a woman, you guys, you women, right? As a woman, you know when a male like you, right? Wrong or right? You know when a man like you? Excuse me, you. You know when a male like you, right?
Yeah.
You know when a man like you, right? You know when a male like
Come
you.
on, he's pretending or he's really.
No,
If he like you, whatever
If
he
he's
likes,
interested in
he's
you,
interested, whatever it
Yeah,
is, he
you
likes
know when
you.
somebody's interested.
Right, he wanna fuck you, whatever it is.
Right.
He might like you genuinely.
He
He might
might.
be very attractive to you.
He may.
Right? You don't know, right? Because once again, because of the culture of male and woman, that's why you gotta teach each other how to love each other, right? Because they have one perception of what a relationship is, and you guys have one perception of what a relationship is, right? And like I said, a lot of things been embedded in us, right? And we've gotten older, we've gotten smarter, we have all this information around us, right? We still can do what we want, right? But we still ain't taking the time out. Like she said, her formula fits the most, right? Because you're still viewing her as, oh, you're gonna accept the man to the. She's telling you what works for her. This is what she needs. She needs someone to keep it real with her. You need someone to be faithful, right? This is what's important to you.
Now I'm just
Right.
asking her so
No, but
everybody
either
is
which
clear on
way,
what she's
I know what
saying.
she's saying, right? And she's saying what she's saying.
Right, I got it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand what she's
She's
saying.
like, yo, but you know,
My kid.
but in a certain light, it's she
I
will
got
still
it.
get judged in this world where it's supposed to be, yo, because it still fall into tradition, culture, standards, religion, right? And these things play a hold of weight on us unconsciously.
And-
it does.
And even
Right.
even certain situations like with men, like the woman, we want certain things from from a male and things like that. Men want certain things from us too, because if you messing with somebody and you go out and you do something, or you giving somebody else something or whatever, they gonna feel a way about that. And I'm not even talking about like sex. I'm just talking about like in general,
significance
like yeah.
Is this is the thing?
So
Right,
they're
once
gonna
it-
feel a way about that.
And this is why I said it ain't what you do, is always how you do it, like out of respect, because we dealing with emotions and feelings, right? And no one want to hurt the person that they love, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you care about people, just naturally you don't want to hurt their feelings, whether you're lying and you trying.
But you can't keep your dick in the pants. to not
Whatever,
hurt you.
whatever. I'm not here to
I'm asking.
justify that. I'm not
asking.
here to justify that.
But
You
you love
got men that
doctor.
will do that. In the love doctor, I'm telling you, the monogamous man is out there. And they
He's
will
just
keep their
fat
dick in
and
the pack.
bald.
No, I would just give you a
That's a
suit.
lot.
His dick just don't get hard, so he's faithful. Now, let me stop. But no, that man is out there for you, right? But you got to give him that chance,
I mean, I agree
right?
with
You
that.
got to give him that chance, You do. You don't know who he is.
So
You
let
don't
me
know who
can I
he
ask
is.
you a question?
What's that?
As a man, right? You with somebody, you love her
Mhm.
to death. Maybe she ain't even got a kid. You about to
Six.
fuck somebody up. You about to fuck another woman. Does she even run in your to cross your mind?
Yeah,
Does she
It
even
depends.
yeah.
It depends. Each individual depends.
What does it
But that
depend
doesn't
on?
mean stopping it. It's going down, pound town, right? But listen,
I can't.
And everything different. We gonna feel guilty. Even if we talking to somebody, not even nothing serious. We talking
Right,
to
what's-
them and we going to do something and we gonna feel guilty. Like we cheating on that person or something. And
right,
we
because
even
these
in no
things are
committed
embedded in you a
relationship.
certain way, right?
No, that's just
That's
how
why
it-
even with a
we gonna
woman,
feel
right, you
about
got certain women, they wanna fuck, right? You know how a lot of women learn because motherfuckers be talking about them and then their feelings get hurt, right? They think they fucking, they wanna do them too, right? But the culture and these men culture and these words, whore, slut, bitches, which I'm sure was created by males for what a reason. But you guys kind of have outgrown of it, but mentally haven't, in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? Because you kind of defined yourself, man. You do define yourself, right? But we not. Well, once again, the relationship aspect is to identify what you need, and we did that already.
I mean,
Right?
I agree with
We ain't
that
gonna go in
part.
circles and we identify
And
what she
that's not
wanted.
just for you. That's
You
for
feel what I'm
for
saying?
everybody. You gotta know what you want.
You gotta
and
know what you need.
and you gotta.
Right?
I just
be
don't
And we
agree-
gonna sum
I
it
don't
up before
agree
we
with
keep running
Sam.
on, right?
Saying that
I'm not
you
here to
gotta be with an
justify his
ugly
male
nigga
action.
that doesn't. That
I was
because-
just using the extreme
No, but you said,
worst case scenario.
you want a faithful nigga, but you also want a nigga that's handsome. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. I
But
done
I'm
messed
saying,
with somebody that was
you gotta know
handicapped,
what you need.
and I knew he was handicapped, and I liked him. I got to know him.
I know, I
and
was there.
Right, and I
Wheelchair.
no, he had
I said I
crutches.
was there. I was there.
He had crutches, and it was funny because I met him.
Why was that funny?
No, it was funny, not like that. It was funny because when I met him, he was always in a car. And I'm taking the kids to school, so I'm walking.
You was pushing him around and you was just hopping along. What
Nah,
the-
he actually didn't want you to help him. He wanted to be independent and do shit on his own. But I met him, he was always sitting down, so I never knew he was on
I can't
crutches.
talk
I know.
crazy to Lottie right here, right?
I know.
Nah, I'm just
I
saying.
go with that.
And then one day I walked past and I was like, oh, this nigga's on crutches, like permanent crutches with the arms.
Did it change your mind about him?
No.
You still liked
I
him?
still liked him.
Was he a good man?
Yes, he
But
was.
Jasmine's a different type of woman.
Right.
No, but I know what I know what I want.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about me. I know what I want and I know what I look for. So
Jasmine will look at your inner person.
and that's what you're supposed to look at, your
Yes,
inner person.
but I gotta
Yo,
get
we gonna
past
wrap this
the
up.
inner
Cause she
person.
going in circle, man.
Who, me?
No, me. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to.
No, I was talking about me. I'm sorry.
I'm sticking to what I said.
I
And
know
I'm
that.
not going with the fat bald nigga just because he's not going to cheat.
No, well, I-
yeah,
she's
he's not
not
going to
saying
cheat with
that's
somebody.
her.
That's her. She's not gonna
I
do
was
that,
using
but
that
there's
as
some
a
people
scenario.
out there that
So you want a handsome nigga that ain't gonna cheat?
But
You know
that
what
I
I'm
want a
saying?
nigga. I'm not saying handsome. I'm saying
How it is
I'm
nowadays.
attracted
The
to.
people
Right.
I
Somebody
can
I'm
find a
attracted to.
medium
Right, but mad
ugly
other girls
nigga
attracted to
to
him.
Right,
take
what
me
you
right,
said?
to take me
What you
serious.
said?
You gotta find a medium ugly type nigga to, you
Why
know.
you gotta be medium ugly?
No, that's what they're saying nowadays.
That's
As my
you.
generation, that's what they want. A medium
Nah,
ugly
you-
nigga
I
that's
know
not
what
gonna
y'all
take them
want.
serious. I don't want to. If you got nice teeth and you look up to par and you can
Some
make
things
me
can
laugh,
pass. Some
then
things
it's
can
like,
pass.
okay, you can't be bold. I'm
I want
sorry.
a cute nigga.
I'm not doing
So
a
it's just
bold.
all about what you want then, bottom line.
I'm the one that has to live this life. And I want to be able to wake up and look at the nigga and not want to throw up. I gotta be attracted
No, I
to
see
the
what she's
nigga.
saying. Imagine she was to, continue with the Grand Street person or whatever, Grand Central. And they get married, they take a
He wouldn't
picture.
even be able to kiss
Imagine
you.
having to keep walking past that marriage picture and it's like,
He
this
wouldn't be
nigga,
able to kiss
that's
you.
gonna make me not like you
No.
even more every day.
But
And be
listen.
like, alright, I'm going outside, I'll see you later.
But
Like, I'm
listen,
gonna go,
I got something to say. All right,
I'm
so
gonna go to
we
Walmart
look
real
for
quick.
certain things, but you have to. I always say you gotta look at yourself. Like you want. Not saying that anything wrong with you.
You know this bitch about to say something real fucked up.
But we know you don't got gentritis,
Not saying
so.
anything.
Before you
Not
say
saying
it.
anything's wrong with you, but our standards be a little bit high sometimes, and guys look at us and they think certain things about us as well.
Right.
Okay, so
You know
what
what
about
I'm
the guy
saying? So-
standards? They want a girl with a big butt who look nice. What your mama got? Look at your mama. Would you date your mama? Cause I need to know.
Oh, you ain't
Where'd
see
you
my
get
mama.
your-
Unless they see my mama.
Well, listen, that's just what I'm saying. So we always put those standards high, and sometimes we
But I
fall
don't even
short
feel like
too.
my standards is high. And honestly, Jasmine, like, you know me. Usually, if the niggas I want, I get. Usually. But they just ain't
But they don't
shit.
stay.
They ain't shit.
But that's what I'm saying.
Keep getting
Maybe
them
it's
niggas,
something
girl.
about you
Keep getting
that
them
they
pretty
you know what I'm
ass
saying?
niggas, man.
It's not
Maybe
pretty
maybe
niggas.
your
Whatever.
feet or something like that.
Oh,
Like, damn,
nah, the
you
feet
know,
are good.
It could be
The feet are
anything.
good.
It could be anything.
I understand what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, Sam. I don't want you to think I'm not taking that from this
I already
conversation.
know what's
From
up.
this conversation, I understand you're saying that I could be missing my blessing because I'm only looking at the physical, and like the fat ball nigga might be the one that will be faithful and keep me happy. But I'm just saying, my coochie won't get wet for that.
You don't
And-
know
and
though.
sex-
What I'm
no, I
saying,
know.
No,
And
no, I'm
sex is
saying you
important.
don't know. You like, and this is what I say. You don't
You said
know.
it wasn't.
You guys are all
It is.
speculating on things that you haven't encountered yet, right? And that's why I created a factor, right? Because you never know until you're actually in the situation, right? And you guys have been in certain situations, but you haven't been in that one yet, where you take it to another level. You never know.
Cause
Yeah,
even when
next
you even on
level jack.
Instagram,
You
you
don't
see
know.
like these bad girls with these fat ugly
But
niggas.
it-
You know why they there.
You don't
They're
know.
not.
We don't know.
No, we with the fat ugly niggas
We
that got
don't
money.
know.
We
We
know.
judging.
We know.
We
No,
don't know.
but-
We're assuming.
But I've seen
Sad.
some.
We don't
I feel like all fat niggas got money.
I don't know.
I've seen
Some
fat.
women like fat niggas. What are you talking about?
Right,
And some
right.
real pretty women love fat
Right,
niggas,
they
yo.
do. And I've seen
Women
niggas
like
that
who they
like
like,
fat
yo.
asses, and then when they get them, they don't even want them. So it goes both ways.
I'm saying
You
women
just-
like what
I'm
they
just saying,
like,
alright,
yo.
so what
Yeah,
if she
like
got a
a
fat
fat
ass? But the coochie not it.
Right.
What you gonna do now? But you love this girl now, like
Well, if you love her, it got to be more than the coochie. The coochie is just a plus, right? You got to be in love
So
with
you
the
gonna just be
person.
fucking other women.
It goes
That's
right,
exactly
the
what's gonna
mental,
happen.
The mental. It's
Well,
the
he already
mental
made
thing.
it clear what he gonna do. What
Yo, man, y'all trying to bail bash me right
No,
now.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just
No.
trying to say though. I was just.
Nah, well, we know what Tootie like. We know what Jamani
What I
accepts.
like?
We know
You like
we know what
faithful.
you don't like.
You want a
Okay.
man that's faithful. You like.
You
a
like
man that's
faithful, handsome, attractive men that you can.
Faithful.
I like
handsome,
somebody.
Clean nails.
I
Guess
don't
what? That
consider
nigga married
and I
already.
know-
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
know. I
That nigga
consider
married
myself a
already.
decent looking female. I just want a decent looking man.
And
That's
ain't
it.
nothing wrong with
I don't
that.
need. I don't
Of
feel
course.
like
You
I
don't
need.
hide
have
the
to settle for
beholder.
nothing that you don't.
Cause them
Right.
ugly ass niggas you was fucking before, you thought they looked good. Jasmine
I-
told me about them.
I
Them
know.
niggas ugly
what?
as
How
fuck.
did
Now,
he
it
get there?
Especially the fireman.
Yeah.
That nigga, I heard that nigga's trash. I
Why
don't
you gotta
know.
put him on like?
I'm just bullshit. We gonna edit this shit. It's already fucked up. Yo,
The
stop
other
it.
nigga, his tooth is fucked up. That should show you that I'm not all about looks. If I
Whatever,
like you, I
yo.
like you. I'm telling you, if I like you, I like you.
Whatever, yo.
But right
You didn't
now,
fuck him, did you?
I married him.
Ooh, the fireman?
I was going to marry him,
Oh my goodness, you've been around the block.
but I got rings. Don't get it twisted.
Where they at?
I gave it back like a real bitch.
No.
I could have pawned it, but I gave it back. But I got 2 rings. Out of 3 relationships, I got 2
We
rings.
gotta get you 3 cats.
Give me 4. Because I'm
You
on
gonna be
some
the
savage
cat
shit.
lady.
Fuck these
You
niggas.
gonna be the cat lady.
Fuck these niggas. I don't got time.
That's what you gotta do.
But is that what you
Fuck
really
them
wanna do?
Put on
niggas.
FNF.
You know what I mean?
That's what I feel like I need to
Now
do.
that's what
Put
you
it
gotta
on.
do. Bust your
Put it
nut
on.
and just get it and go.
I
Fuck
do.
them niggas, yo.
Not loud.
I know a couple niggas that you should
No, you can
fuck
turn it
them
on the
niggas.
speaker,
Fuck
just turn it
them
down.
niggas.
What we doing?
Yo, we done, man.
Play FNF.
Crazy.
It was nice
Not loud,
meeting
not
The
y'all.
kids gotta come down, man.
I'm
You can't be
saying.
taking up everything, man.
What kids?